Okay, so in this video, I'm actually going to walk you through the memberships and groups section and talk a little bit about those. So within memberships, what you can actually do is create different types of memberships based on what you want people to access. So with this particular product, to give you an example, we called the main product, we called it Affiliate Profit Loophole. And what we essentially did was only certain people that came in, like with the main product, would have access to certain content. And then anyone who came in and decided to get one of our upgrades, we called it product review commissions, they would be able to access another section of the membership. And we even had a third one called the power of relationships in a digital world. And this was another area where you're able to basically bring in some extra, more or less money from upselling different products. So what happens is if you go to any of these links, I'm already logged in, so I'll actually open a new incognito window. And if I go to this page, this is essentially where I sent people who made the purchase. If they use the third-party payment provider, I'm actually using a system called JVZoo, and we also use another one called the Warrior Plus community. If someone were to purchase on those, they basically get a link to this special unique page here. Most people aren't going to know, where to go to get this registration page. Obviously, there's a little bit of a risk in terms of, if someone just found this, they could technically sign up. So that's something you do want to keep in mind. But, obviously, we can also match up transactions that were made on Warrior Plus to people, if it got leaked out there on some, forum where people started sharing it all over the place or something, we'd be able to know who purchased and who didn't. So what happens is they sign up on this page and they'll basically get access to all of the main modules here, modules 1 through 4. And if they don't buy the other two upgrades, then they won't have access to these two pages. So let me actually show you. If we go to pages, there's actually a permission that you can set so you can see who can access what. And that's one thing I really love about Memberpress. You can see who's got access. So these pages are all public, meaning anybody can get to them. And basically all the other pages are based on specific rules. So anybody in any of the memberships can get to the main dash homepage. Only people that have affiliate profit loophole can get into the module 1 through 4, and then it kind of so on and so forth. Product review commissions is that lock page. The power of relationships in a digital world is this page. So I made pretty much different pages and then made account, sort of access levels under those groups there, under these memberships rather, to basically give them different access. Now another cool thing that I was able to do with this is that let's say somebody signs up for this. They already sign up for the main course, but they also got these upgrades. I didn't want them to have to go back to this page like normally if I was logged out. I'll give you an example here. If I do new incognito window, you'll see that I made it so that they have to access the main product first, and this is actually a link back to that. So that was a unique thing that I was able to add in and make it so this is a custom text piece that I put in. So instead of a whole new registration, if they register for the main product and then they go to this page to get the upgrade, all it just says is sign up, and that way they have to get access to this specific page in order to get access. So that was another really cool thing I was able to set up. I can actually dive a little bit into that later, but more or less that was kind of a basic rundown of it. If you go in to edit one of these, I'll show you some of the options as well. You can see inside the membership options, you're going to have like the native WordPress text piece here. You want to give it a name, and you're going to have a URL, which is going to be, in our case, our main website is hidden.academy/course affiliate. It's a WordPress subsite installed on course affiliate. So Memberpress is adding /register/product review commissions upgrade. And then you have some options here. You can go in and give specific text, like you could say sign up. You could change this to say enroll. You can add a custom thank you message. You could add a welcome email. Maybe if someone signs up, you want to send them a welcome email. You can customize payments, which obviously in this case, since I made it free, we don't need that. User information fields, you can go in and customize that. And again, all these options, you can hit these little eyes and you can learn more about how these work. You've also got some short codes that you could integrate, like maybe if you wanted to have the membership form just put onto a specific page, you could put it anywhere on your site using some of these short codes. So they give you different short codes depending on the type of page or where you're going to be putting it. Then you've got some permissions. So this is basically where I added in some current permissions I just mentioned earlier. I said that who can purchase this membership? Members who currently have affiliate profit loophole. So I wanted only people that had already registered for the main product to be able to access the upgraded products. I didn't want someone to just accidentally go only, basically pick up the upgrade version and, be able to get that. And here's where I customize this. Normally this would have, some generic message, but I just said, hey, you must register for affiliate profit loophole first. And this is a link back to the main registration. So if for some reason someone bought the upgrade and they go try to access, the upgrade instead of the main product, then that way this would bring them back through to the membership. And then in the pricing, this is something you can customize some information here if you want to do that. Obviously, in my case, we're not doing anything special here because of the fact that I made this free, and I actually removed this entirely from from showing up. Now you can see here this is a little sample in the preview on the right. This is very similar to what they're doing here. This is the exact same thing that they have on the actual Memberpress site. So you can customize that. You can come in and customize this. You could add different benefits. You've also got some advanced options. You could do some stuff with membership, access URL, and the pricing terms. That was another thing, was that by default, if I made this course free, like any of the products free, then what would happen is it would actually show free when they go to enroll, and I didn't want that to happen because they would buy the product and then maybe land on this page that says, hey, enroll for free, and they'd kind of be like, well, I just paid for this, why am I able to enroll for free? So I wanted to hide that and make it appear more like it's just a pure registration. So that's another important feature if you're using a third-party payment provider, is to be able to set the membership pricing terms to hidden. Now that's pretty much covers memberships. Again, obviously you just want to use that in terms of splitting up different access levels and what you want people to get access to. Maybe if you've got one main site and you want people to access all different kinds of things, that's how you're going to be able to do it. Now you've also got groups. Let's talk about that a little bit. I haven't really done a whole lot with that. But if we do add new, I can show you some of the options. So we can give this a specific name, and ideally what this would be used for would be, we'd maybe want to do a grouping of different memberships. So maybe we wanted to add all the different levels, like we could add all our different products, and this could be a group. So maybe we call this all products, like that could be the group name. You can also make it part of an upgrade path. Which is something I didn't really play around with, but this basically makes it so users subscribe to one of these memberships. If unchecked, users may be subscribed to each of these memberships simultaneously. So you can do some stuff, to kind of get people upgrading through different paths. Maybe they come in on a lower level product and they have the ability to upgrade. You can do some stuff to change things with like pricing pages and different pop-up areas. You got some customization here. You can also set up different messages for what people see depending on group pricing. So ideally what this would be used for is if maybe you wanted to, let's say you have a main course and you wanted to offer a whole bunch of different combined memberships. This would allow you to set up a pricing page where someone could maybe get access to all of that at once. So that's more or less what you're getting here and what you could do. In the next videos, we're going to cover rules and coupons and dive into that as well.